Okay, you may speak to the motion.
The Finance Committee voted 6-0 for this article. This actually, I'm going to say a couple of things about this, because this is a good opportunity to take stock of one important aspect of the town's financial situation. While Amherst is many things to many people, from Finance Committee's point of view, the town is also a financial entity. This means that we are a dot in the vast network/infrastructure external to us and with which we interact as a matter of routine. Of special significance is our interaction with the municipal bond markets. That is because, as do other financial entities, we go periodically to the bond markets to borrow monies that help sustain our operations. So how much do we rely on the municipal bond markets? As of March 2015, total outstanding debt was $19.3 million, up from $19.2 million in March of 2014, a 0.5% increase versus property tax change of 3.7% and general fund increase of 2.9%. So the increase in debt was fairly minimal. All of our debt is bond debt, with bonds maturing between 3 and 20 years. The town does not have bank debt or lines of credit. We do not have risky instruments such as derivatives. State law limits the town to a narrow range of debt instruments. S&P rates our bonds at AA+, which means that we continue to have ready and low-cost access to the municipal bond markets. As evidence of that, in February 2015, the town issued $1.9 million in new debt at an average rate, the true interest cost, of 1.43%. Of the $19.3 million in debt that we have, that's in relation to $72 million of projected budget for FY16. A little more than half of our debt is general fund debt. Less than a quarter is water fund debt. Less than a quarter is sewer fund debt. Then we have very little regional school debt and transportation fund debt in this article. The big items are road. $3.5 million are associated with roads, which is about 18% of total debt. And Rolling Green Preservation Unit, $1.25 million, which is 6% of the total debt. This brings us to debt service, which is about $2.3 million of principal and interest payments projected for next year. It's just under 5% of projected property taxes for FY16. That is, property taxes are about 20 times the expected debt service. So the town's debt load is reasonable and manageable. Here are some other main things to remember about the debt service. Road construction and maintenance account for 29% of total debt service. School-related renovations account for 24% of total debt service. Renovations to the town hall, 9%. The CPF funds played a significant role in debt service for recreation, Hawthorne, housing, Rolling Green, Ann Whalen Housing Authority, and land acquisition, Southeast Street, and Town Hall. No debt service is projected for the libraries for next year. I'd like to close by saying that the town manager and finance director and their staff manage the finances of the town with a great deal of finesse and discipline, yet financial structures are fragile and subject to getting into trouble very rapidly. For instance, we are currently living in a very low interest rate environment. We recently issued just under $2 million at the rate of 1.43%. If the rates were to rise significantly, as they did in living memory back in the 1970s, or if we had a sustained economic downturn, financial situation can change very rapidly. It is important, therefore, that we not lose sight of the continuing need for financial discipline in managing our town. While we may differ on specifics about this and that, it is in our collective interest for the town to continue smart and steady growth while keeping a sharp eye on costs and expenses. Thank you.